Welcome to the Hunting for User Workstations scenario. You just clicked an awesome scenario video. I am so excited to be here to finally turn up the heat on our Cyber Inc. scenario. If you haven't forgotten from the very beginning of the series, we are operating in Cyber Inc.'s domain. They developed a fully sentient AI and their competitors are trying to hack them left and right to gain access to that precious source code. So they've hired us to come in and assess their network. Well, we're finally there. We've learned so many techniques out of the RTFM that now we can enumerate users, groups, so we can find specific intern users. In this video, we're gonna be looking for interns because we heard that Cyber Inc. has a bunch of interns coming online to learn more about their AI program that could have access to some of that source code. Alrighty, we are all set up here on the domain controller. I have a workstation admin token preloaded so we can start to do some enumeration and find our next steps. Now we noticed Cyber Inc. has been posting a lot on social media about some internship program. They're trying to attract new talent to help work on their AI, and we heard that those folks may have access to their source code. So let's go ahead. First thing we want to do is start to look for interns. Now to do that, the first place I'm going to go is DS query. So let's open a shell here on this box, get down into a command prompt, and now I just want to cast a really wide net. I want to see if there's anything in Active Directory referencing interns. So we're going to do a DS query star, tac filter, and then we're going to do name equals star intern star. Again, really wide net. We just want to see what's out there. I'm going to print out the attributes name, SAM account name, and object class. Let's see what comes back here. We got 2 hits right off the bat. We have an interns, it looks like OU. There's an OU there for interns. And then there's actually a group called AI intern. We can't do better than that, right? Let's go ahead, let's pull the string. Let's see a little bit more about this group. So I'm gonna do a DS query star. We'll do a tac filter, and then we'll do name equals AI intern. And we'll just print out all those attributes. And then whenever I do an add or star, I typically like to limit my query to just one record, just in case we get a bunch back. So we can see here, I'm actually gonna full screen this, and then I'll run the query again so we can see a little bit more. So we can see here, we have description, interns that assist the AI development team. Very interesting. Also, the admins don't seem to have the best spelling, also very interesting. And this group has one member here, Jennifer Burton. This is who we want to target. This user may have more information about the AI development team or the program. So let's see where this user has logged in. I want to get on Jennifer Burton's machine. She may have some documents. She may have some other important information. So let's go back to the RTFM. I need to grab that webtutil command. It's pretty nasty. Probably won't memorize that one. So I pasted it in here. It's going to query logon events, and it's going to look for a target username. We need to replace the username field here. So let's replace the username with Jennifer Burton. Excellent. Again, we want to find her workstation. Here we go. So this is her workstation IP address right here, the .53. Now, like I said, I already have workstation admin credentials loaded in the session. So I should be able to just dir this IP address and see if it works. We're good. We have access to Jennifer's workstation. Now, we kind of have 2 potential choices here. We could either jump over to her workstation and actually get a sliver implant on it, or honestly, we can just data mine it through the $C share that's open right here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a little bit lazy and just data mine it right here. So I'm gonna go back to the sliver main menu. When you're in a shell, you can't use the up and down arrow to access your buffer. It's kind of annoying, so I'm gonna go back to the sliver main menu here. I do wanna make sure I copy this path because I'm gonna need to reference it. We're back here, let's do an ls. We'll double backslash, come over here, fix this path. And we're gonna look at users. Here's Jennifer Burton, copy paste that in. Awesome, we got that. Let's up arrow, do another backslash. One of the first places I like to check are desktop, documents, and downloads. Typically wherever a user could be saving any type of important or sensitive data. I would also check the recents folder. Like we mentioned, any documents a user is opening frequently would list out in their recents folder. So definitely take a look at that if you can. I just listed out Jennifer's desktop, a bunch of different documents, but if you look really closely, check this one out. Cyber Inc. AI Development Internship Program. This may have more information about their specific AI development. So let's go ahead and download this file from this target path. I'm gonna paste that in. And we're gonna grab the file name. You all know I'm a big fan of copy paste at this point, just less room for error. So we'll bounce back to the beginning here, do our download. Downloaded it. Let's go take a peek, see what it says. Open our folder. Again, if you don't specify a target file name, it will kind of mess it up and we have to do a rename. Perfect, rename, opening in LibreOffice. Cool, we have some type of letter here. I'm thrilled to welcome you to our AI development team, and we could keep reading all this. I'm just gonna sit here and read it to you. You can pause the video, check it out. What we really wanna hone in on though, Brian Leon in our Huntsville office. So that explains why we don't have a ton of different stuff about their AI technology in Chicago. It sounds like this really goes on in the Huntsville domain. Now, I don't know if you saw this in any of my other videos, some remnants or something, but we do have a Huntsville domain. We have a chicago.cyberinc.local and a huntsville.cyberinc.local. Huntsville and Chicago can't talk to each other, so we actually need to jump through the parent through cyberinc.local. Then we can work our way down to Huntsville's office. From there, we should have a lot more information about the AI project and potentially gain access to Brian Leon's machine. I would definitely be taking some notes on this name, Brian Leon, because we can do some more user hunting when we get over to Huntsville. Sounds like he has a lot more data on his machine and potentially access to the secure code vault. So that's a wrap for this video. The scenario is heating up. It's so exciting. Click through to the next video or the next scenario video, and you can follow as we work all the way up to cyberinc.local's parent domain, down to Huntsville, and then we continue to find Brian Leon.